1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
An actor must be grounded, both while stationary and more demandingly while moving around the space. The individual stomp is the action that most exemplifies the Suzuki method because it supplies the most practical way for an actor to become grounded while stationary. And the basic 2 exercise places the stomp inside a simple routine that addresses a key issue for actors: how to be grounded while moving around the stage.
Basic 2 is the building block of the whole training, and it starts with your feet parallel, your legs bent as though they're halfway between what we call a straight legs and what people call a demi-plie. And we keep that height the whole way through the actual trajectory of the exercise. On the first command, you swing out the right leg, swing it out, and then put it in as powerfully as possible. On the second command, you plant the weight by stomping immediately adjacent to the left leg. On the third command, you drive forward, keeping the same height and contact with the floor, leaving the left leg with the leg straight and the heel on the ground and the entire weight on the front leg. So that when we do the same thing on the other leg, nothing moves except the leg. Nothing moves except the leg. The whole body moves, and then nothing moves except
Here we are showing a 5-count version, which adds a rise to tiptoes with both legs straight. On the 4th count, with the weight moving back to between the feet. On the 5th count, the body returns to the same position as the 3rd count, and the sequence repeats as before. In the standard version, the posture is natural, with the arms by the sides held still and soft, neither rigid nor floppy and loose.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The genius of the Suzuki method, most exemplified by basic 2, is that it has a highly formatted structure, but which allows for the widely variegated nature of actors' bodies. Almost anybody can do the basic 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
We also use sticks in basic 2. These serve to extend the personal space of the actors, which has 2 paradoxical benefits. The sticks give them a bigger footprint in the space, but they also serve as antennae, enabling the actors to feel the space around them more profoundly. In this sequence, we have also added an extra movement on the 4th count of the phrase. This is to add a further challenge to the experience. Such additions add intensity to the moment for the actors.
1, 2.
As well, we often add a slow motion pattern into the mix. This intensifies and sensitizes the actors even more because they are stimulated by the act of feeling different rhythms in the same time and space. We stress that being successful at this is not so important, rather that endeavouring to do it will open the doors of perception and transformation.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
In the standard phase, the exercise is done to an external series of commands with an unfixed rhythm according to the teacher. So the actors never know exactly when they must next respond. They have to both live in the moment and to be ready for the next.
1, 2, 3.
As they become more adept, the actors make and obey their own commands, sometimes at the same time as the actions, which has the benefit of voice and action empowering each other, or as self-generated external commands.
1,
When they do this, they feel their life force
4,
at a much higher intensity.
1, 2,
Their command leaves them,
4,
re-enters them,
1,
registers in their centers,
3,
then they respond,
4, 5,
all in a fraction of a second.
3,
Once again,
4,
the success is not as important as the heightened potential for transformative occasions.
1, 2.
It is worth noting here that one of the reasons the Suzuki method is so successful at preparing actors is that its training vocabulary is inclusive and the movement patterns are very simple. Inclusive meaning that no particular facility is required. Almost any actor is able to perform the vocal and physical movement. And simple patterns means that actors don't get bogged down in trying to remember complex sequences. We are finishing off by showing 2 versions of Basic 2 done to music, where it turns into an exercise called marches. The first version, done facing front, with sticks connecting the actors, exemplifies one of the key tenets of the Suzuki method: self-individuation inside a communal landscape. When they're connected like this with sticks, they have to commit fully to each step, but be sensitive to the others doing the same such thing. For instance, the equalization of the steps, due to different sizes and shapes, must be negotiated in performative real time as an ongoing but covert conversation, using only the connection through the stick, feeling the other actors, while still being inside their own story, so to speak. This kind of communal empathy comes easily to the Japanese, where the Suzuki method was invented. But in the modern West, most schools of acting concentrate entirely on actor idiosyncrasy, oblivious to any potential need for group awareness. The Suzuki method balances both individual and group because its profound moral imperative is corralled inside a clear, comprehensible format, enabling a sensitizing self-individuation that fosters the development of group culture. Another more advanced version crosses the stage in a 5-count phrase with changes of upper body position done to a random off-stage stick command. As well as maintaining the movement pattern to the rhythm of the music, the actors, without forethought, create a new position in the instant of the sound of the stick and maintain it until the next command. The challenge here is that the actors, while completely involved in the story of their routine, so to speak, must also be aware that there is a parallel world outside and be flexible enough to respond creatively to external stimuli. We finish with a speech where the resonance of the moral challenges inside the exercise transform the actors' voices in subtle and mysterious ways.